morning, everybody. My name is Matt Cook, and I ask you, how many of you have heard of the Tough Mudder race before? A few of you, not a lot. Okay. Before, a few months ago, I hadn't heard of it either. And I'm one of those people, like most, I hate running. As a form of exercise, it's probably one of the best ways to get exercise, but I can see by the shaking heads most of you hate running as much as I do. So one of the ways I used Tough Mudder to motivate myself to get into better shape is the fact that it is a 10 to 12 mile course of 20 to 25 obstacles that are used, that train special forces, the British special forces. So I use this race to motivate me to get myself into better shape, as it has worked. I've already lost 25 pounds in a little over a month training for this. The reason why I chose this topic is because there's a vast majority of issues across this country with obesity. On top of this, race alone has motivated me and several of my friends to get into better shape, and it has motivated us to do this race. As of right now, according to an article by Dr. Lois Chang from WebMD.com, 63.1% of the United States American adults are overweight. And of that percentage, 26.5 are considered obese. Another article that I found on abcnews.com stated by the year 2030, over 42% of America will be considered obese. Not just overweight, but obese. One of the reasons I decided I wanted to do this race was also to help. The Tough Mudder works with the Wounded Warriors Project, which is a project that helps those who have served our country and who have lost a limb or whatever the case may be, with several different things here back home. Another reason why I decided I wanted to do this is because I wanted to become part of a team. You can get your friends, your family, as well as anyone else that you know motivated to do the Tough Mudder race. Now you may ask yourself, how can doing this race help me? Well, as I mentioned, it helped me get into better shape. It's a 10 to 12 mile run. It's not something that's very easy to do. It's not something that you can just roll out of bed and decide, oh, I guess I'll just do Tough Mudder today for the fun of it. As well as I mentioned, the Wounded Warrior Project. Every person that signs up for it, part of that money is donated to the Wounded Warriors. As of this morning, when I checked before I came in, they've raised over $5.3 million to give aid to veterans just by signing up. Let alone, you can also raise money through your team getting donations for the Wounded Warriors. And not only that, you can motivate yourself and your friends, because as you can see here, you cannot scale a 12-foot wall by yourself. You're going to need some help. So your friends are going to have to be there to help you, as well as you should be there for your friends. Every person that signs up for a Tough Mudder has to take a pledge. This pledge states that it is not a race, but it's a challenge to yourself and a challenge to your team. And that you put teamwork and camaraderie before your own personal time, which is the main goal of Tough Mudder. I don't whine, kids whine, plain and simple. And I help my fellow mudders complete this race. If you see numerous of pictures anywhere on the internet, you'll see tens and tens of people covered in mud, arms linked together, following and running across the finish line. And mostly to overcome all fears. As you can see here, this is a team running through 10,000 volts of electricity through tasers. Outside of the benefits of helping the Wounded Warriors and providing the money that goes to the Wounded Warriors Project, what are the benefits from doing the Tough Mudder? In a the U.S. News article I found, there are 7 different ways that working out can benefit you. So alone, just from training for this, you're going to benefit by reducing the effects of stress. It helps lift depression. It improves learning and brain functioning. It builds self-esteem and body image. It gives you that euphoric feeling after you work out. And according to the Alzheimer's Research Center, the best way to fight Alzheimer's is actually through working out. Another way you can help the wounded warriors by donating is it helps set up adaptive sports programs for those who are missing a limb or a body part. It helps raise money that gives benefits for counseling and for employment services. And lastly, the three facts that the Tough Mudder website states is that marathons are boring. If anyone here has ran a marathon, you know what it is. You're running essentially in a circle or in a straight line, and that's all it is. You're just running. Tough Mudders don't take themselves too seriously. At the finish line, there's a rock band playing music. You're handed an ice cold beer if you're of age, and most of the people that go in some way, shape, or form dress up in costumes, as you can see here. And as I mentioned before, you cannot do this course by yourself. So this is what I say to you guys. 2/3 of the United States adults, almost 2/3, are considered overweight. You can help yourself, and you can help thousands of others who have served this country and given us the freedoms by signing up for this great race and aiding the Wounded Warrior Project. If you don't decide to sign up for the race that's on April 28th in Mayfield, I at least encourage you to go to the website, learn a little bit more about the Wounded Warriors Project, or even just look at some of the crazy pictures and YouTube videos. At least you'll find it entertaining. Thank you.